Some of America's rarest cars have conquered the roads, while others have been forgotten by history. But these 4 cars have a special, albeit less so, history. They are rare, valuable, and sometimes surprising. This is a golden collection for true car enthusiasts. If you know more, leave your thoughts in the comments.
Dear viewers, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your support.
Number 4, Grampage Model 57, 1930, the forgotten aerodynamic pioneer. Why is it rare? The Model 57 was produced in limited numbers due to its high cost and the economic challenges of the Great Depression. As newer designs emerged in the 1930s, many Grampage models, including the 57, faded from popularity and production. What made it special? The Model 57 featured early aerodynamic styling cues, setting it apart from the boxy designs of its time. Sleek, flowing fenders and a more curved profile hinted at the streamlined future of automotive design, long before it became mainstream. It was also well built, with durable materials and refined craftsmanship, making it a luxurious option for the era. Fun fact, the Grampage brand name lasted until around 1940, after which it vanished from the automotive world. However, the company itself survived in other industries and even owned part of Madison Square Garden for a time. A rare case of a car maker shifting to entertainment and real estate. Number 3, Studebaker Avanti, 1962, the futuristic American coupe. Why is it rare? The Avanti was one of the last cars produced by Studebaker before the company shut down its U.S. operations. Production was limited. Only around 5,800 units were made in 1962 to 1963. What made it special? The Avanti was decades ahead of its time in both design and engineering. It featured a radical, jet-age design by Raymond Loewy, with no front grille, sleek lines, and a fiberglass body. The Avanti was the first mass-produced American car with front disc brakes, boosting its reputation for innovation and safety. It offered a supercharged V8 engine as an option, giving it serious performance, capable of 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 8 seconds, which was impressive for the time. Designed to compete with European sports coupes, it blended luxury, speed, and futuristic styling. Why didn't it last? Despite its innovation, the Avanti faced major setbacks. Production delays due to issues with the fiberglass body panels. Studebaker's financial troubles limited marketing and dealer support. As the company neared collapse, production was abruptly halted. Fun fact, though Studebaker stopped building the Avanti in 1963, independent companies kept the model alive for decades, even into the 2000s, making it one of the longest-lasting American car names produced outside of the big 3 automakers. Number 2, Chrysler Turbine Car, 1963, jet power on the road. Why is it rare? Only 55 prototype cars were built by Chrysler, and 46 were later destroyed. Today, only 9 remain, most in museums, and one of them is owned by talk show host and car enthusiast Jay Leno. What made it special? This was no ordinary car. It was powered by a gas turbine engine, similar to those found in airplanes. Chrysler engineers created a revolutionary vehicle that could run on diesel, kerosene, jet fuel, and even vegetable oil. Key features: jet engine-like turbine that ran smoother and required fewer parts than traditional piston engines. Almost no need for engine oil changes, and the engine could last over 100,000 miles with minimal maintenance. The exhaust came out cooler than expected, so it didn't burn the pavement or people. Futuristic design, with a sci-fi-inspired dashboard and turbine-like interior elements. Why was it discontinued? Despite its innovation, the turbine car had major limitations: poor fuel economy and slow acceleration. Costly to manufacture, far more expensive than standard cars. Emission issues and noise levels didn't meet rising government regulations. Chrysler feared backlash from oil companies and political pressure. Fun fact, the car was part of a public testing program. 203 families across the U.S. got to drive it for 3 months. Feedback was largely positive, but the dream of jet-powered cars ended quietly. Number 1, Tucker 48, 1948, the car that was too advanced for its time. Why is it rare? Only 51 units of the Tucker 48 were ever built, making it one of the rarest and most iconic American cars in automotive history. What made it special? The Tucker 48 was a groundbreaking vehicle that introduced innovations far ahead of its time, including Cyclops Eye, a central, rotating third headlight that turned with the steering wheel for better visibility around corners. Rear-mounted engine, unusual for American cars, improving interior space and crash safety. Pop-out windshield, designed to eject during a crash to reduce injury. Padded dashboard and seat belts. Long before safety became an industry standard. Perimeter frame and roll bar. Reinforced structure for better protection in accidents. Why did it fail? Despite its innovation, Preston Tucker, the visionary behind the car, faced massive pressure from the big three automakers, Ford, GM, Chrysler, and political forces. The company was investigated by the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, under suspicious circumstances. Although Tucker was acquitted, the company collapsed due to negative press and lost investor confidence. Interesting fact, the story of the Tucker 48 inspired the 1988 movie Tucker, the Man in His Dream, directed by Francis Ford Coppola and starring Jeff Bridges.